Or critical ratings. That's gnarly, isn't it?
Team curly hair.
Team curly? Yeah, you hated that.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was pretty, like, that's a coincidence. I mean, you couldn't tell anybody this or write about it.
Oh, you totally can.
Really?
People with curly hair need to unite and rise up.
Oh my gosh. And she has red hair, too.
Well, I don't have red hair, but I have curly hair and I'm offended.
People would riot. They wouldn't go watch Endgame. It'd be a controversy. What do you think?
Really? A controversy? That would be new.
Imagine that controversy.
The internet upset about something?
Someone writes, curly-haired people are natural...
Are enraged at the Russo brothers. Refuse to watch Endgame.
Wait, wouldn't they like her? Oh, they straightened her hair.
Now isn't it sort of short and blonde? It's so cropped.
I gotta say, though, these movies are so far apart, and she probably hates wearing a wig, so they just adapted it over time. I mean, so many characters, like Storm, her hair adapted. So many comic book characters' hair are adapted over time.
Who cares if it adapts? My question here is, who cares? Women change their hair all the time. They do what they want. They want to try something new. They want bangs. They want colors, whatever. Yep. They want highlights. They don't want highlights. They want layers. No
one comments about Tony Stark's goatee. It reminds me of that mole from Robin Hood Men Tights. That goatee just moves around wherever it wants.
No one comments about any of the men's hair. Maybe Thor, but nobody else's hair.
Yeah, just because he cut it. Mm-hmm. He had those luxurious locks. And then the old grumpy man cut them. Stan Lee.
I know. Or he'll be missed.
All right, so we're moving on. The next one is Ant-Man, which it seems about right here. I'd put it higher.
I think it deserves to be a little bit higher. I mean, I don't like Scally Lily.
Yeah.
But I like the movie. It's fun.
Luis. Let me tell you, the stories he tells. Those are the best.
His retelling. Now, I like her when she does the retelling of Luis's stories because those are funny and it's his voice.
Yeah, she crushes that. Next is Doctor Strange, which...
should be a lot higher.
Yeah, that's low. Mm-hmm. Right?
I think I had that very high.
Where did you have it? Let's see.
4
Megan,
or 5.
You had it at... yeah, you had it at number 4. I had it at number 5. Scott Adkins is in this movie, Meg. Scotty Ats.
A lot of great people are in this movie. It's fun. It's different. It takes on the whole mind aspect of it. It's cool. And it looks amazing. And we walked down that street in London where they did the folding stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, near the great pub.
It's near the Sherlock
Holmes. With the cask ale. That's a great ale.
It's right across the street from the Sherlock Holmes. London, go visit.
You know, AV Club said it had some of the best special effects ever.
Oh, definitely.
And they put together a list of the best special effects ever, and it was included. It looks great. Tilda Swinton's in it. Jeez Louise. Mm-hmm. Now, I'll tell you what, though. That scene I don't like, and I guess it is effective, is when Benny Cumby, Doctor Strange, just goes full mean on Rachel McAdams. It made me mad. He was just being too mean.
Yeah, he is really rude. I mean, I guess that's his character, but still.
I wish he would have been like, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Like, he really goes at her. Scotty Adkins, Meg. And Mads Mikkelsen. All our favorites.
Oh, yeah, Mads.
We're Mads about Mad.
And Brendan.
Wong. Benedict Wong. Deadly Class.
I always get that wrong.
Sunshine.
Every time. Yes, Deadly Class. Lots of fun.
Now, Scott Adkins, Meg.
I know.
On a scale of 1 to 27 high kicks.
Oh, it has a sassy cape. I love a sassy anything. Sassy capes.
And I think he and Kiara from Solo would be... And Lando.
And Lando. They'd be besties. And me. I love a good cape.
What would Lando Calrissian do with that cape?
They're my cape goals, Mark.
Cape goals? Mm-hmm. We're going back to Scotty Adkins. Scotty Ats.
He didn't have a cape, but he's still cool.
1 out of 27 high kicks. How great is he?
54.
You double? He's great. Triple Threat, guys. We watched that movie Triple Threat. Him, Iko Uwais, Tony Jaa, Michael Jai White, Michael Bisping. Accident Man. That's another great movie you'll have to watch. Now...
welcome to the Scott Adkins podcast.
This is what happens in the Hoffmeyer household. We're watching Triple Threat. Great movie. Michael Bisping's one of my favorite MMA fighters of all time. Megan looks at me and she goes, you throw kicks like Michael Bisping. But he was an MMA champ. So is that a compliment? Compared to everyone else, he looked bad.
Hard pass.
Wait, if he was around a bunch of dudes, those high kicks would look exceptional. But
I think his fighting in the ring is probably different than his movie kicks.
Yeah, you're right. Those kicks
on demand are hard.
It's really hard to go, though, from Scotty Ats and Iko Uwais.
Well, yeah. I mean, Iko and Scott do this for a living in movies. They choreograph.
Yeah. Bisping just really hurts people.
He just fights.
Yeah, his kicks hurt.
I'm sure they do.
They don't just barely miss. I feel bad for them. See, I was out back in the backyard the other day throwing kicks, really just soul searching to see what you meant by that. Want to do another question before we move on?
Sure.
All right. This one is Jesse Deal, and he asks, what great actor was mostly wasted on a bit part? Example, Powers Booth in Avengers, Harry Dean Stanton, Avengers, Ty Burrell.
Who is Harry Dean Stanton?
He's a dude that just finds Hulk in a hole. The older actor.
Oh, yeah. We were just watching this.
Yeah. And then Ty Burrell is a Modern Family guy who's in Hulk.
Okay, so it's not a bit part, but it's a definite waste. And that's Rachel McAdams in Doctor Strange.
I was going to say that.
Well,
what'd they have her do?
That's why I went first.
What'd she do?
I know, she's so good.
And she just got yelled at by a mustachioed man.
But other than that, she just really didn't have a lot to do in the movie. And she's so, I mean, I get it. Like, be a part of the MCU, but she's so good. We need more.
She's really good.
I know.
All right, so then we had Ty Burrell. I don't know if you remember him. I thought Tim Blake Nelson was wasted in The Incredible Hulk. I'm a huge fan of his.
I was really disappointed by that James Badge Dale cameo in...
Yeah, Iron Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
He was wasted. Not wasted, but he's James Badge Dale.
He is.
He's JBD. Also Guy Pearce in that movie, too.
Oh, he's so fun, though. Yeah, he's so campy.
Yeah, I guess he kind of...
He's not wasted. He's sassy.
He cheeks it up a little bit in it. Remember that scene where he walks into the office and he meets Pepper Potts again for the first time in years, and she just starts swooning all over him? And she's like, oh. Is that because he had the pheromones by then? He was like the powerful guy?
Apparently a Guy Pearce thing.
People just walk in and they spoon?
So, random aside, my newest favorite thing on the internet right now is Carice Van Houten.
Yeah.
His life partner. She plays Melisandre on Game of Thrones. She has the sassiest Instagram account, and she's with him. So I think it all just comes together.
What about Aaron Taylor Johnson in Avengers Age of Ultron? I like him.
He's fun as Quicksilver. Yeah, I do especially like him and Hawkeye together.
But it got...
But didn't they have to kill him off because of copyright stuff?
I'm not sure about that. I know he was in the X-Men movies, but I think they were like, we have to kill off someone because everyone was mad that Marvel didn't kill anybody.
We drew straws, and then we decided that straws are bad for the Earth, so we picked you.
Yeah, exactly. And then he just gets wiped out. But he'd work in this universe. He'd be good.
Yeah, he was good.
He had bigger shoulders than everyone. Maybe that's why I didn't like him.
He was better in this than he was in Godzilla, so...
Do you think Hemsworth got him fired because of his shoulders?
I don't know.
He seems too nice. That's terrible. I don't want to put that out there in the world.
Don't put that on Hemsworth.
Hemsworth is a great dude.
Have you looked at what he posts online? He just seems nice.
Yeah. Him and his wife dancing. Having fun. All right, so we've moved on, and we are at the, let's see, Doctor Strange. The next one is, this is number 11, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I would have liked to have seen this in 10 just because Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I don't disagree with how low that one is. I like the soundtrack. I like the story better than the first one.
The Arrow scene, just murdering people.
Oh, yeah.
They kill a lot of folks.
They do.
And Kurt Russell's in it. Would you want to play catch with Kurt Russell?
No.
I would. You wouldn't want to play catch? The two of you just in a field throwing a ball?
He seems kind of scary. He could be Snake. He could be Jack. He could be a god. You just never know what you're going to get.
Just a nice fella who's been playing great roles for 50, 60 years.
What's
50
his name
years.
on Fast?
Mr. Nobody. You drink Belgian beer with him?
I'm a little bit intimidated.
You should drink some quads with him. You should drink a bourbon barrel quad.
Oh my gosh.
Like we had the other day. You and him, you could get Captain Ron stories out of him.
He'd drink me under the table.
So, but then he'd be like, this one time on Captain Ron, I'm like, tape it, I want to hear it.
I'd be like, how do you style your hair? It's so magnificent.
It's great. Locks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had probably a team around him.
Hush.
All right.
Don't ruin the illusion.
So we're in the top 10. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yep, we're in the top 10, Meg. This is what they voted as their number 10, Captain America: The First Avenger. Now, we saw this in a drive-through theater in Atlanta. Not drive-in? Drive-in. A drive-through theater would be weird.
That would be really...
Hey, I'll take Captain America, please.
Does the screen move along with you?
Yeah, you just drive up and park. It takes forever. You got to wait like 5 days in advance to watch one movie. It's horrible.
Ouch.
Yeah, but we did it. But no, I mean, this movie is... I have Rocketeer downstairs. We're doing that for a future pod. I watched it again. And we also did Willow, which Joe Johnston, the director of Captain America, was a second unit director on. And I think it captures a fun essence. It has the whole beating up on Nazis. Oh no, evil Nazis. They weren't even Nazis. They were Hydra. So it just had this kind of throwback Joe Johnston, Peggy Carter's the best kind of vibe.
What even is Red Skull?
He is a man with a red face.
I feel like he's more than that, though.
He's a man who speaks great German accented English, and he has a red face.
Let's focus on Peggy Carter and the fact that she got this movie into the top 10, not Cap.
Peggy's great.
Peggy is everything.
Oh, no, she's just...
Hey, she is the only person here who got her own main channel spinoff, so...
Yeah.
Good for her.
2 seasons.
Yeah, I know. We loved it.
Who's the kid from One Tree Hill that was in it?
Chad Michael Murray?
And Shea Wiggum.
Oh, yeah. And Jarvis was the guy from Broadchurch.
That's right. Shea Wiggum's everywhere, isn't he? Apollo.
He really is.
First Man. He's the best. We should give him an award.
He's like James Badge Dale. He could just pop up anywhere.
Anywhere. And he fits.
And Rocket.
We were watching First Man, and there was a scene in there, and you just kind of poked me. And you're like, watch him. He's not even acting. But he was acting. But he didn't look
he wasn't acting. He was just being.
Yeah, and he didn't even look like he was acting. And Corey Stoll's in that movie, and he's the bad guy in Ant-Man.
I think I did that to you with Friday Night Lights, too.
Yeah, he's acting, but he's not
Kyle
acting.
Chandler. He just was there.
And Kyle Chandler was in First Man.
Oh, I know.
That movie had to stop. All right, so next one is Captain America Civil War, which on our podcast before we talked about it, and I think it has one of the top 3 bad guys in MCU history, and that's Baron Zemo, because I think I liked him the most. He's just a human guy who's mad that his family was killed in Sokovia, and he is incredibly successful.
I almost hate that Ultron is also a bad guy in this movie because it takes away from the fact. This is Daniel Bruhl's the bad guy. They're all blending together,
and he gets Iron Man and Captain America into a little hissy fit where they have a little scrimmage brawl at the end. But I like Daniel Bruhl.
Yes, he's really good.
That end scene with Black Panther, right, where he's listening to the voicemails that his wife left him on the phone that he never deleted.
Chills.
Yeah, I mean Daniel Bruhl's great.
What hasn't he been good in?
Nothing. He was Rush. Oh, he was with Thor in Rush.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then he was an Alienist. That guy was Dracula.
Oh, it was so good. Alienist?
Yeah. Dude can crush it.
I really wish there would be a season 2.
But I like, well, they built the sets of Hungary? You don't want to tear, they built a town. They built a city.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to waste that. Or they'll have other movies shoot there. But what I like most about Civil War is, I just think the whole scrimmage at the end is weird. The whole, let's argue about this, whatever. But I just thought the introduction of Black Panther T'Challa was done beautifully. The introduction of Peter Parker was done wonderfully. I mean, they brought in 2 characters that already felt like full fleshed out characters in that film. And I love that about it. And then Bucky never got his plums.
Yeah, that is probably the real tragedy of this movie. Bucky doesn't get his plums, and I feel like that wasn't focused on enough.
So how about this? I'm going to go write a blog post, and when we come back, we'll talk about more plums. Does that sound good?
Plums forever.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks, and I wrote a great article about plums, Megan. What'd you think about it?
Delicious.
Do you? All right, so we have a question here. It's from Johnny Numb, one of our favorites. Great man. And he wrote, favorite instances where supporting character stole the movie from the lead, with the exception of Luis from Ant-Man's. That would be too easy, because we both love Luis. And I always talk about him.
This is hilarious, because clearly he knows you when
yeah.
he wrote this. It would be too easy.
Yeah, I've been like Luis. But I found a great answer for this. You know, I went deep, Meg. I went deep into the MCU, and I found 2 that match it. Kurt and Dave, the other members of ex-con security crew from Ant-Man 1 and 2. T.I., and David Masmalcha. Masmalcha. Yeah, they're the best. The Baba Yaga. So, right? And T.I., the backup scene. Back it up. We're backing. Back it up. We're doing it. And then the Baba Yaga guy. T.I., oh man, I love the ex-con security crew. And they're arguing about what kind of pastries they're eating. And they gave Scott the desk.
The bad desk, yeah. Did they get it at a yard sale? Or?
Yeah. Back it up.
We're
doing it. The Baba Yaga. And the Truth Serum, what a great bit. So, and then I also have, I'm going to steal from you, Korg. Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, no, that's yours.
Korg, Korg is...
I like Korg, but he's yours.
He's amazing. His humor, I love Taika Waititi.